Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is. If it's important enough to send Elminster, we can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards. After you.
Catch a faint odor, one without any discernible source. Wet ash, dried mud, and a hint of sulfur. Mizora channeled the hell's essence into you. You'll never be rid of their scent.
I hope. I pray that you'll show more care in the future.
Poor Gale. To be abandoned by his goddess. I cannot imagine how that must feel. May the Dark Lady comfort him. Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while. Of course. Nervous, perhaps? When we entered Worm's Crossing, it felt like it might be the beginning of the end. Whatever happens, I'm glad it's with you next to me.
Initiating scans and stuff. Go ahead. I am totally not an absolute.
Good, because we have no time. This leaky wineskin's due back at barracks.
Half the new recruits will be in the same way. There's no rush.
But I know. Your wages are sweet. The cultists took control of my fiancé. If you've got anything I can use to bring him back. Look, Mama, look! It's
Single shiver, feeling barely perceptible, but you can sense it nonetheless. A phantom caress, hands dancing over your skin. Though you stand alone, it is almost as if the air itself is undressing you. You recall Harlep's words. Every time I make love in your shape, you will know. You will know. One last tingle up your spine leads to a stifled moan. You struggle not to cry out in public. The sensation goes, but it could return at any point. How many hundreds of times will Harlep use your person?
I heard that moan. It's the incubus, isn't it? Enjoying your body. I know what it's like to lose control over your own body. It's a wretched thing. That's not the point. You shouldn't have to put up with it. I know what's done is done. You made your vow, but I'm sorry all the same.
Calm down. They're louder than the fire.
That's just a gimmick. The Steel Watch don't need to talk. They're
Afternoon.
guards.
Only Lord Gordon can protect us from the world-ending monstrosity of the Absolute. As the Absolute's forces stalk ever closer, take solace in this privilege, and know that we will be protected. And know that all we embrace the cycle.
You see an altar dedicated to Mystra. Mystra, mother of all magic, is the patron of wizards and often called upon by other spellcasters as well. She's said to be a jealous goddess. Even though you do not follow her, you feel her power resonating from the statue. She is the one true spell at the heart of all spells. The weave could not be in better hands. Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required.
Divine protectors of Baldur.
I couldn't help overhearing what Elminster said to Gale. Not every day a god asks for a chat. Hey, maybe I'm invited too. I can be the muscle.
So, Mistress requested a chat with Gale. Unusually polite for a god. I do hope it goes well. We've pissed off enough gods already. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
What's on your mind?
Yes? Lead on.
What's on your mind? Of course.
Submit, God Gotas. Submission is salvation. Only Lord Gotas.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Well, go on then. It's rude to keep a goddess waiting.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mystra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. The summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone. You'd make a fine three-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of three-dragon ante. I'll let Mistress show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite weave.
You can no more control the Karsite weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
The Absolute should be a thing of the past, and I with it. Yet, at the risk of angering Mystra further, I'm glad it didn't come to that, given what has come to light. The Elder Brain. But, more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
I wouldn't mind doing a little shopping in the city.
Lady Shah teaches us to abhor superficialities like fashion. Though the city does have some fine boutiques. After a new look?
I'm 10 years behind. Don't want the youths to think I'm not, you know.
Greetings, citizen. I trust you are having a safe and productive day.
decades, all we needed to build the steel watch has been sitting right there.
Gortash is a visionary, sure enough.
You can tell all sorts of technology.
This edition is better than ever. Better than ever?
Interviews, politics, gossip. All of it gets in that bloody Baldur's mouth rag.
Lots of talk about the brilliant future of Baldur's Gate. Who's a good mason? Good mason turns up for work.
The blooming sets were the best bits of any book, really.
I'm with Kathy. The novel's sensitive.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
There.
Boy, sudden restriction on visiting the docks, though.
Some houses, and Lord Gortash forgot to tell us.
A gift to be needed now. Do you ever think I should have had another?
Standing out there all day.
Welcome to Lady Janeth's celebration of the arts. Lady Janeth is a dedicated patron of the arts. She doesn't care for status or wealth, human or dragonborn. If you have talent, she'll nurture it. Today's event is a public showing of many fine pieces she has commissioned. Decidedly not. I have more to do with dust brushes than paint brushes. I am Lady Janeth's butler.
Private estate of the Honourable Janeth family.
Standing out there all day.
Watch this, watch this.
Evil comes in many forms. This man has tried to divide us with his lies, but
It's not a lie. If you would just listen, I could explain.
you have done quite enough explaining, voller, You have poisoned the very hearts and minds of these good, kind, gentle citizens with your lies, your delusions, your conspiracies. Though you hide behind a mask of stories, we have seen beyond the veil. We see what you really are. Fearmonger.
Here, here!
Attention seeker.
Here, here!
Agent of chaos.
Your parasite stirs in recognition. This man is infected.
Rotten the hell
citizens, we rid ourselves of this cankerous sore. Today, we burn away all falsehoods. Today, we will be divided no longer, for today, we rise in truth.
Psst. Don't just stand there. Help me, goddammit! Help me!
I suppose we should aid him, though I'd hate to miss the show.
What's this? The opportune wielding of a weapon? It seems, dear citizens, that we have a heretic in our midst. Well, we are nothing if not gracious. Let us see if we cannot lift the veil from their eyes too.
No! Please! No!
Let's get this over with.
Let's have some courage.
With pleasure.
Open up. Tactical.
Shall we cut and run?
Something good here, I hope.
It's the only solution. Trust me. I'll catch up to you.
You better catch up to us.
Captain. Just these three then. I've fished these waters my whole life. Never knew it. Something's going on that way. Bet my net on it. We have enough for three. We sold everything.
Blockade is risky business. Everybody pays.
Captain, we have 2 children. You can't make us split the family.
The crew and I are risking our lives. We're not doing this for charity.
Honey, you go with the girls. I'll find another way to what to do.
No, we can't go without you.
Of course they do. It's the only solution. Fish. Trust me. I'll catch up to you. Very. Alright, Captain. Just these three then.
Oh, Wave Mother, Queen of the Depths, hear me. Please carry Holly to her final rest in the deep wilds. Please. Sorry, are you here for Wave Servant Holly's funeral? Oh, it's already started. They're just inside. No. All are welcome to come and celebrate the life of the fallen Wave Servant. May the Wave Mother smile on you as she did Holly.
Or if you give her something precious, you'll...
I implore you for safe passage on my next sea.
Death. Rejoice, sisters, for Umberly has blessed her humble daughter with a pure death. Her lips blue with her kiss, her lungs full of her quenching word. Umberly's mercy saved her from a slow, sinking death in the beast's shadow. How dare this beast sully the safety of Grey Harbor? We will find its master and send him struggling into the bitch queen's embrace. Not a sweet sleep like Holly's, but a suffocating flood of fruitless garths and bursting flesh. You, supplicant, what tribute do you bring to honor the Wave Mother's fallen daughter? Yes. Then you know as well as Umberly that blood must soon be shed. Your tribute is well received. Breathe deep as she permits. Holly, one of Umberly's beloved wave servants. Blessed Umberly saw fit to spare her an ignoble death. But her passing was not as the Wave Mother intended. It was a beast who took her life. An unnatural one whose very existence is an affront to Umberly. A wretched metal monstrosity hewn by hubris. A rusting pollutant that bleeds black blood into Umberly's pristine waters. The Queen of the Depths is generous to those who serve her, And her favor is far less deadly than her wrath. Find the master of this poisonous beast and slay him. Then one of her most precious gifts shall be yours. The beast struck Holly while she was swimming in Grey Harbor. She was found by some fishermen. We haven't found its lair as yet. Perhaps you can find where the beast takes its slumber and skewer it before it wakes. Salt kiss your brow. We await your return and the Beastmaster's demise. Glorious Wave Mother, pour fury upon the beast responsible for this injustice. Leave its master a bloated carcass.
Big as life.
If they're right about the Swahagan, I may take up another line of work. Though nothing seems safe these days.
Stop! These are the flood tides chambers. You've no business here, Flotsam.
Second Tide is the Umberland holy day when the timber harvest for shipbuilding is blessed by the sacrifice of a juvenile kraken.
At least 100 in coin.
That's harbour robbery. Especially when it's been in
Very
everyone.
There's something off.
Children, you can't make us split up the family. The crew and I are risking our lives. We're not doing this for charity.
Honey, you go with the girls. I'll find another way to Waterdeep.
What? No. We can't go without you.
Can't talk. Bloody oil's gummed up my nets.
Hells, it's everywhere still. I don't suppose you've got any experience getting oil out of sealed wood. Me and Flea here were out on the water casting our nets, expecting to find the usual crop of halibut. Then, all of a sudden, my net starts dragging, and there's a bloody wave seven all twisted up in it. We took her back to the docks to try and help her, but she was already dead. We both saw some sort of wake moving towards the docks when we picked her up. But there weren't any other boats around. Maybe it was something big moving underwater. I don't know. It was weird, whatever it was. Kinda looked like it might have been heading towards that building across the channel, actually. Buggered if I know. Might be something to do with all that oil in the water. It's too bad we can't sell them. Bloody waste, if you ask me. The boat's fine, but the nets are in tatters. Need to deal with all this oil before we can fix them, though.
You pay for all 4 birds.
We only have enough for 3. We sold everything. These fish smell.
Slipping through the... This is life and death for me too, mate. You only get as many berths on my sloop as you can pay for. If I allow any freeloaders, my own crew will scrag me. Very well, I'll do it. Suppose I can find some way to make it good with the crew.
The water's been grimy as anything recently. Haven't had a clean catch in a 10-day or more. You'll have to wash them all. Marek will never let yourself know.
We both know who'll sell it for twice that to the armory once the city's under siege.
How do fish even get dirty? They live in water.
This catch is spoiled. You'll have to wait for the next boat.
Wonder what's causing it.
I've fished these waters my whole life. Never known anything about it. Something's going on down there.
How much for the
I bet my net on it.
Let's march!
No one back home will ever believe this.
This dock is closed until further notice by order of Lord Gortash.
Halt, citizen. This is a restricted area.
Whoa, whoa, mate. This is the last place you need to be. Clear off, yeah? 2 words. Guild business. Only an idiot gets between them and their shipments. Best idea you've had all day, mate.
Isn't gonna find out about this, is he? I don't fancy the look of those prisoners. When she was little, I couldn't wait for a time when she would stop needing us.
Look around you. It's peaceful, isn't it? Peaceful for now. Perhaps the Gortash will revive that grand tradition.
I am probably not.
The Mermaid, faithful readers, has the tackiest architecture, matched only in disappointment by...
Can you swim, Starian?
I'm not sure, honestly. It's been a couple of 100 years.
Oh, you're missing out. Loved it as a kid. Oh, this water looks nasty as hell, though.
Well, it's not called Grey Harbour for nothing.
I'll finish these. Some of these crates are heavier than I thought about lifting.
No. Oil. Leading right inside.
Flim cargo. All imports and exports duly handled in accordance with the Trades Act as decreed by the Council.
Leave the cargo aboard then. Try for a better price in Waterdeep.
Should have docked her under one of those cranes and let the pulleys do the lifting.
Blast it. This cargo's heavy as lead. And I've got lumbago issues.
Let's get the cargo sorted from now. Sprightly now.
Some of these crates are heavier than I feel good about lifting.
Trust me, I've read the articles forwards and back.
When do I get
You need to get some rest.
Bit busy, mate. We need to get these cleared before the next shipment arrives. Please. I need to get this done. Why don't you sit down for a bit? Won't win this war on our arses, will we?
Don't waste a step.
Get some rest.
Keep a blade close.
I need to get this tub out of here before they tighten the
Can't give up now.